Pokimane's situation is embarrassing. I don't know what she did now, but I'm ready to not be surprised. Engaged to myself, bro. She bought herself a ring to own the haters. That is brutal. Hitting 30 years old, pushing the age of 30, and we are marrying ourselves to make a sort of self-deprecating point that we haven't found a significant other to reproduce with. Biologists are in shambles right now.
Bought an engagement ring for myself. Okay, but you guys told me to. In the comments my last video, you guys kept talking about a ring. What?
Who are these people, bro? The comments in my last video, who was writing these comments? Who? I need to know. Yeah, I just wrote a comment on Pokimane's TikTok. Yeah, I exist, by the way. Really? Do you? Because I haven't seen you. I've never heard of you. This is dead internet theory to the fullest.
You were saying, girl, just go get one for yourself. So that's what I did.
This gotta be bait, right? Or mental retardation. Call it. Massive day for the unemployed. Valkyrie has went off the deep end. People trolled her too hard with this image, she had to rebuttal.
Ring at Valkyrie that I just fell in love with. It felt like way too much to get for myself, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, I hope someday I actually get engaged. The person that you are engaged to the most in your entire lifetime is your damn self.
Jesus Christ, bro. That is just unbearable. This sort of shit I can't stand. If you marry this woman, if I ever see the guy who decides to put a ring on this, I'm gonna pull him aside and tell him it doesn't have to be like this. You know, it doesn't have to be a life that you flush down the toilet. You get one life, you know? I understand it's your first time being alive just like the rest of us, so you know, it's not easy. You're going to experience ups and downs. It's always gonna be a learning experience, but it doesn't have to be like this. This is me talking to the guy who's gonna marry Pokimane.
Don't have to be the bad guy.
You don't have to be the bad guy.
You are the most talented, most interesting, and most extraordinary person in the universe.
Some guy, any guy who's gonna cuck himself for the girl that he thinks is the girl of his dreams needs to hear that. You can be so much more than this. You just need to look yourself in the eyes and know that you can do so much more.
And again, no matter what it is, it's kind of pathetic. It's either she's upset by 15-year-old Bangladeshi kids on the internet, or she's genuinely being dead-ass.
So why shouldn't I get this ring for my damn self?
She was born in 1996. Wow. Yeah, it's over already. It's done. Before we dive back in, here's something you can actually do when you're bored. Play games and get paid for it. If you click the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen, you can sign up for freecash.com right now and start earning. It's simple. You create an account with your email and password. It takes seconds. Inside, you'll see a wall of games and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through the levels, and the cash lands straight into your free cash account. It's like turning your downtime into a side hustle without even noticing. Some people pull in 10 to 20 bucks a day, but if you put in the effort, you can earn a hell of a lot higher. If you spend a couple dollars in game, you can hit the levels faster, which lets you unlock the bigger offers and payouts. That's how some users end up earning hundreds or even $500 or more on certain offers. But you don't have to spend anything. You can stick to the free offers and still cash out. The whole point is that instead of just sitting there and scrolling, you're making money and playing at the same time. When it's time to cash out, you got options. You got PayPal and gift cards. So if you're curious, hit the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen. Sign up for free. Start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you'll also get a bonus $5 to kick things off.
Oh, this is me proposing to myself. Damn! Look.
Dude, I'm not joking. I think I saw the same exact ring being sold by African immigrants on the side of the road for $4. I'm not joking.
At the gore.
Yeah, no, I bought this. This is not even a joke. During COVID, there was like a pop-up stand in New York City that I bought a similar ring from, so.
Gorgeous diamonds. And the packaging is beautiful.
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
The way that it contrasts.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
You know when jewelry is so pretty, you want to eat it? Is that just me? Like, it's so delectable.
Whoa, big word. Impressive.
Will I be with me for the rest
What the fuck are we watching?
of my life? Well, yes, I've no choice. But yes, I'm gonna have the opportunity to gift my husband the sickest engagement ring for men that there ever was, and I cannot wait. You guys know how much I love gift giving, and
This is the sad thing, though, is like she's so used to talking down to people and condescending. It's like so ingrained in her personality that whoever the victim that she marries is gonna be told every morning. It's like, sweetie, did you take out the trash? I told you to take out the trash. That every single morning, every single day for the rest of your life. You just have to like paint the wall at that point, bro. It's over. Yeah, it's like, dude, you put on the ring and you're putting on the leash. It's it. That's it. Your testosterone plummets. It's just your T takes a nosedive. Your drive. You're no longer getting boners. I mean, it's just like, what a miserable fucking life, dude. Actually, so sad, man. Wait, she's married, but she's just getting a wedding ring for herself. I'm so confused. No, so she's not married, and because she is nearly 30 years old and is a modern day woke feminist who doesn't believe in like anything besides sort of talking down to men, and those who detract and disagree with her are incels, she's having like a joke moment where she buys herself a wedding ring.
just that idea makes me so happy.
I mean, let's not pretend people aren't getting all up in Pokimane's grill, practically asking her to get married, and I think she's open to the idea. She's talking about a husband, but engagement rings for men are gay. Get that a rollin'. Even Tectone replied, "Holy f***, this is the most pathetic thing I've seen in my entire life. Good lord."
Man, f that nigga bitch Pokimane. That bitch on God has no children. You are pushing 40. Get off the videos, Grandma, and get in the kitchen. Nigga.
Bro is crying
What the fuck are we watching?
for a woman buying her own ring like he doesn't buy himself DoorDash every night.
That's true.
Bro, you ain't even got DoorDash where you from. Pipe down,
Dude.
buddy. You know, at this point, Pokimane's like Andrew Tate. Only third worlders defend them. But since we're all about positivity on the channel, you know, good
That's
choice,
true.
Pokimane. The ring does look pretty good.
Here's why I'm not married yet. My parents keep asking, so I'm just gonna send them this video. 1. Dating while being a public figure has its difficulties. If I go on a dating app, I'm either bombarded with people asking if it's really me, or I get banned because they think I'm catfishing myself. Meeting up with a stranger is risky enough, but even more so after instances where a guy will pretend they don't know who I am, and then I find out they knew all along.
You know, even though I'm not 32, I might have just unlocked empathy because I do feel
Right.
kind of bad for her. She making hella excuses to say she wants to be a
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of famous people figure out ways to do it, so...
yeah. Annoying, sure, but Pokimane isn't really much of a hoe, to be fair. But the fact she has to explain not being married at 29 shows how cooked the internet is. Some of y'all want women to be married by 22 like it's medieval Europe.
No, that's not true at all. Account based in Nigeria, that's crazy. No, I mean, I just think 30 years old is like, you know, a little later, because like what? Like, think about it like this. You get married at 29 or 30 years old, right? And it's like, okay, so now what, you wait like 3 years, maybe 4 years, I don't know, 2 years, you know, into the marriage to have a kid. So what, you're 33 when you have a kid. It's like, is that even possible? Are you still fertile? I don't know. But now you raise the kid and you're going to be like 60 years old by the time the kid's like, you know, 23 or something, or like 20 years old. I don't want to have a child young. I'm 21 years old. I mean, in the next probably like 6-7 years, I'm going to have a kid, I assume, I hope.
Well, I guess in Nigeria, they get married
I mean, I was married a few months after my 23rd birthday. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I'd say 25, 26, I would probably want to get married around. Because it's like, I got like 5 more years of fun, and then I get to throw my life away.
at like 14. It's not even a hot take to say that if you want children, you should have them earlier, because the longer you wait, the more complications can arise.
Yeah, that's obvious, and she wants children.
This absolute demon said, pushing 30 and still having a hoe phase. You're expired, buddy. Her personality sucks. I get why neighbors won't date her.
Oh, I thought that said ERS.
I also think that as a career-oriented woman, I don't want to settle for someone who's insecure about what I do or wants to control me. I'd never want to be that way towards my partner.
Sure, buddy.
2. I went through a rather traumatizing experience that
Dude, shut up. Who listens to this garbage? As a career-oriented woman, I want someone who respects what I do. You are literally going to become a mother. The whole point of getting married is to have children. So Tell me how the fuck you're gonna get married and the main thing you're concerned about is them giving a fuck about your streaming career. You have tens of millions of dollars. Jesus.
Way towards my partner.
Sure, buddy.
2. I went through a rather traumatizing experience.
Even this is like so condescending. It's like, oh yeah, you know, my partner has to be cool with this, this, and this. It's like, dude, holy tits, who wants this shit?
That made it hard for me to feel safe and trust others. Once you see the emotional, psychological, and even physical impact that someone can
The miracle, spiritual, lyrical impact. Like, this is insane.
have on you, makes you cautious about entering into anything new.
So then I was like, what happened to this lady? Like, she seems traumatized, and her traumatic experience where she can't trust anyone is because a Twitch employee pretended to date her and try to get from her fans. Not even joking. This is a real thing that happened. Cooked company. I can't prove it, but it was probably the CEO Gooner.
I guess you could say I'm on a romantic cooldown of sorts. And lastly, I simply didn't feel it was ever the right time or opportunity to get married in my early to mid-20s. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Between a pandemic, the economy being in the toilet,
Yeah, the economy being in the toilet. Bitch, you have multiple tens of millions. This is like, we're just making shit up. I really get bothered when we can't just tell the truth. When we're saying things that don't even fucking apply to us.
I'm sure I'm not the only one. Between a pandemic, the economy being...
Also, the pandemic, like, you're telling me you couldn't get, like, you couldn't date during the pandemic? Really? I find that hard to believe, bro. I just don't know. I mean, I feel like if you really wanted to date somebody during the pandemic, you could. Like, unless you're dating someone who had a COVID, I feel like it's not impossible. Like, yeah, what? Like, okay, maybe some restaurants are closed or whatever. But if you didn't live in a big city, it's like, was it even that hard? You know, like in New York City, I understand it was fucked. But like everywhere else, I think, I don't know. It depends on what part of the country you were in, to be honest.
In the toilet, the economy being in the toilet,
I'm sorry, but multimillionaires are recession-proof. What is she yapping about?
Yeah, and she also was making more money during, you know, the COVID than ever.
Rich pay.
And there just being bigger things to worry about. It's kind of nice to
What does that mean? There being bigger things to worry about? I don't understand that. What does that mean?
see that people aren't rushing into marriage
Like what? Like what? Tell me like what? Like streaming?
they used to.
Yeah, let's just not have any children. She's right. Let's just import 6 million more Indians into Canada, or at least 271.
I also try to think of it this way. What if it's
Careful.
the last time I'll ever be single? I might as well enjoy it, right?
Holy
this is quirky
fuck,
to say when
dude.
you're in your 20s, not when you're pushing 52.
Dude, oh my god. Like, yeah, this is, you can use it when you're like 20. Like, yeah, I'll only be 20 once. I'll only be 21 once. I'll only be 22 once. I'll only be 23 once. I'll only be 24 once. I'll only be 25 once. I'll only be 26 once. I'll only be 27 once. I'll only be 28 once. I'll only be 29 once. I'll only be 31. And you're already fucking 30 at this point. So it's like, what are you talking about, dude?
Who?
Right? But I am a hopeless romantic at the end of the day, and I truly believe everyone has their perfect
Nah, just hopeless.
match somewhere out there.
You're welcome, Pokimane. I found you an engineer.
Westjet, you are a bitch. Do not redeem me in your video. Your channel sucks.
I hope you already have or will find yours too. You're thinking about how much money you'd make on OnlyFans. Listen, have I had the thought? Like, I wonder, mathematically speaking, how much I would make. Sure.
Dude, she'd literally be like making, oh, dude, it's, I would throw up knowing how, it would be like what, 70 million, 80 million dollars?
Most girls probably have thought that. But have I ever actually considered doing it? Nor, absolutely not.
Galactically rare Valkyrie W. Good job. Don't sell your soul for a couple of rupees. What a nice...
Well, she doesn't have to. Like, it's easy for people who already have the money to say that, right?
bouquet of flowers. Man, what the hell?
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Hate the rich. And she has the audacity to say we hate the rich. Like, be for real.
Bought an engagement ring for myself.
Okay, I didn't actually make this overlay. Relax.
You know, people who come in and they're like, why don't you have kids yet? Stuff like that. Someone said I'm pushing 35. I said that's 6 years away. And I find it really odd because, I don't think there's an issue with not even wanting kids.
Absolutely there's an issue. Immigrants suck. And that's coming from me, an immigrant.
But I actually want kids.
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything? He said there's an issue with not wanting kids, and he just goes, yeah, I don't like immigrants. Is he just saying that because the population growth is coming from immigration, you have to offset that by having your own kids? That makes sense. I don't want any. That's disgusting. You should want kids. You should totally want kids. Like, if your issue is not financial and if it's personal, then you're just retarded. Like, if you don't think if you don't see any purpose in having children, if you think your life is just going to go on, like, forever, fucking building a career, it's like, to what end? Like, it literally just, dude, I don't know. And I'll be honest, a lot of people, like, if you're above the age of, I'd say 25 and you're still saying you don't want kids, then I'll take you seriously in that position and it's worth criticizing. But if you're saying I don't want kids and you're like 18, 19, 20, 21, like, you know, whatever, under 25, it's like, well, yeah, okay, you're young, like, you haven't even thought about it, fair enough. But, like, at a certain point, it's kind of like, literally, what is the point? Like, just to fuck around forever? That's so stupid in my opinion, you know? It's really just like, I don't know.
Why are you... Okay, how about this? You know the term pocket watching when you're paying too much attention to what someone else is spending their money on? It's kind of like uterus watching. Like pussy watching. Why do you care if there's a baby in my uterus? Shouldn't you, like, go get a partner and worry about their uterus?
Yeah, this guy pretty much nailed it. This is just Pokimane visualized. Okay, now we really push.
So she said uterus watching? That's like... literally, so, like, she's trying to make it sound weirder than it is. Like, she's trying to say that if you find the fact that somebody who is approaching 30 years old and is reaching levels where their fertility is in question, right? If you're talking about having kids, one of the most important things you can do, that it's somehow weird. Like, you're like looking at her vagina or something. Are you looking at my pussy? You're talking about my pussy. No, actually, nobody's doing that.
Shit, I think I've seen enough. Now, this rabbit meme is generational. The fact that people are going this hard on her, even though she said explicitly that she wanted to have children, is kind of concerning for her, though. Oh my, the times of...
I don't even... Okay, before we do that, but it's like, yeah, dude, if, like, if you're like 35 years old and, like, I don't know. If you just don't want to have kids at all, I think that's just a vapid life. I really believe that. It's like, what the fuck is the point then? Travel and earn money? That's so boring, dude. It gets old. It does. I've made some good money, you know, and enjoying that money with your friends is cool. But, like, yeah, I want a son, like a little thing that's half me and half the person I love. I could play catch with it, teach it to be good at video games, and dude, that's awesome. It's like a fucking slave, a little pet that you also get along with. You watch it grow taller and get muscles, or if it's a girl, you watch her grow up, and it's like, dude, that's half me, but it's a girl. That's weird, but it's cool. How do you not want that? That's, like, insane. But it's like, how do you want sitting on your ass and playing fucking video games in front of people more than that?
Canada with an article. What is the real story behind Pokimane's self-proposal with a 12K Bulgari ring as the video surfaces? The video quickly spread across social media, with some fans lauding her confidence and others reacting with surprise. I mean, that's one way to put it.
Way too much to get for myself, but then the more I thought about it, I was like,
oh wait, I forgot. I'm rich.
You don't need to have kids. You don't gotta have kids. You have no obligation to have children at all.
I hate to say it.
Yeah, that's just such a bad argument that, like, people say you should have kids, and then the response is there's no obligation. Are you forcing me to have kids? Literally, no. I said you should have kids. There should not be, like, a government requirement to have kids, obviously. But when people are like, yeah, you should have kids, like, that's sort of like a big part of life. It will change the way you live. Like, you will have children. That is, like, you're creating new life, you know, giving them the gift of existing. People are like, whoa, are you forcing me to? You're a fucking retard. Nobody ever said that.
But Kaisenat is right. It's not even that crazy of an opinion. I'm sorry, but I think most people do not care if she has children or doesn't. They just think the rabbit meme is funny. Because she looks like she's genuinely getting pressed by this, people are gonna keep pushing. It's just how the internet works. But the economy excuse in her position is actually a joke.
the person that you are engaged to the most in your...
Like, I think a lot of people would, like, honest to God, if you removed, like, their retarded bullshit excuses, get rid of the bullshit. Like, let's just be honest. If your excuse for not wanting to have kids is not, I can't afford it, or I can't actually genetically produce kids, it's probably something like, I'm I'm more interested in making money or I'm more interested in having personal fun. And I know that by having a child, my ability to do those two things would be hindered. You're literally just saying you worship money more than like your own, like, you know, lineage, which I think is so stupid. I think if your priority is money and not like the furtherment of your own blood, you are severely misguided. But that's your choice. You're allowed to be misguided. It's the land of the free, the home of the brave.
Entire lifetime is your damn self.
I get the logic, but this is a bit too far. It's okay to dine alone at a restaurant, and it's perfectly normal to go to a movie theater alone. But getting engaged to yourself reeks of narcissism. This is me proposing to myself. Pokimane really is a future cat lady in progress. This Chinese guy said, "This is actually so sad and embarrassing. What's worse is that other women will cheer on her delusion and narcissism." Oh, ni hao, my bad, he's Korean, and he followed me after I made that joke last time. Real recognized real. So I have two more theories. This is all bait and she just liked the ring and wanted to call it an engagement ring for attention, or she actually got engaged and is hiding her secret fiance. If so, then congratulations.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no.
Is this real?
Oh man, what the fuck, man?
That's crass.
We should have birth control for men.
I'm not taking a pill.
You wouldn't do that for your relationship?
Yikes,
Ew.
birds of the same feather.
What makes me a good candidate to be a parent is the fact that I haven't had kids yet. Is the fact that I want to wait until I know I'm in the best place in my life.
You are in a better place than 99% of people will ever be.
And in my relationship, and I've found the right partner to
I mean, like, yeah, but this is so, like...
have a child with.
Yeah, she's a bit overhated here, but unfortunately, we ran out of time for this video.
Yeah, well, good video. I mean, this shit just bugs me.
Is the fact
It bothers me. This is, like, obviously, like, not a good excuse if you're Poki. I'm not in the right position to get married and have a child, but you're literally, like, you have infinity resources. You have all the money in the world. You have all of the, like, time that you could be putting toward a child or a relationship. You know, it's not too late. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't care that much about what she does. It's just in general, this sort of logic and reasoning is something you hear, I think, from a lot of people. A lot of people just want to, like, they have just infinity, you know, reasoning and excuses, and then you actually are, like, you know, picking apart their reasoning, and it's just dog shit. I genuinely believe you when you say you have genetics issues you don't want to pass on, and I think it's a good thing to recognize. I do think adopting would be good for you, though. Oh, you're talking to one of my chatters. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about, like I said, like, I'm not here to be like, oh, that's a valid excuse or that's an invalid excuse, but I think a lot of people, their reasoning stems back to, like, they want to feel like they're only accountable for themselves. Like, they don't want to feel like they have a permanent burden that they've unleashed onto their lives. It's some form of that. They don't want more responsibilities, right? That's really what it is. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. But Pokimane is just Pokimane, so...